Hello everyone, I am Bhumika AM. Today we discuss about chemical reactions and types of chemical reaction. Definition for chemical reaction: the process in which a substance undergo a chemical change to produce new substance with entire new property are known as chemical reaction. Example: magnesium is reacting with oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. Next, we move on to types of chemical reaction. There are 5 types of chemical reaction. Let me discuss one by one. First one, combination reaction. A reaction in which two or more reactants combine to form a single product is called combination reaction. Examples: Example 1, calcium oxide is reacting with water which gives calcium hydroxide. Second example, hydrogen is reacting with oxygen, it gives water. Magnesium is reacting with oxygen, it gives magnesium oxide. Fourth example, sodium is reacting with chlorine, it forms sodium chloride. Second type of chemical reaction is decomposition reaction, a reaction in which a single reactant breaks down to form two or more product is called decomposition reaction. There are 3 types of decomposition reaction. Let me discuss one by one. Thermal decomposition reaction, chemical reaction that happens when a compound breaks when it is heated. For example, when calcium carbonate is heated, it forms calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Second one, electrolytic decomposition reaction. An electrolytic decomposition reaction is a type of decomposition reaction in which a compound breaks down into two or more simple substances when an electric current is passed through it. Example: when water is undergoing electrolysis, it forms hydrogen and oxygen. Third one, photochemical decomposition reaction. A photochemical decomposition reaction is a type of decomposition reaction in which a compound breaks down into simple substance when exposed to sunlight. For example, when silver chloride is exposed to sunlight, it breaks down into form silver and chlorine. Third type of chemical reaction is displacement reaction. When a more reactive element displaces less reactive element from its compound, it is called displacement reaction. There are 2 types of displacement reaction. Let me discuss one by one. First one, single displacement reaction. A reaction where an element reacts with compound and takes the place of another element in that compound. Example, when zinc is reacting with copper sulfate, it forms zinc sulfate and copper. Second one, double displacement reaction. A reaction in which there is an exchange of ions between the reactants are called double displacement reaction. Example, barium chloride is reacting with sodium sulfate. It forms barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Fourth type of chemical reaction is exothermic and endothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction, reaction in which energy is released, are known as exothermic reaction. Example, when methane is reacting with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide and water where heat is liberated. Endothermic reaction, a reaction which occurs by the absorption of heat or energy, are called endothermic reaction. Example, calcium carbonate is heated, it forms calcium oxide and carbon dioxide where heat is absorbed. Fifth type of chemical reaction is redox reaction. Reaction in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously are called redox reaction. First, we know the meaning of oxidation and reduction reaction. First, oxidation reaction. Reaction in which addition of oxygen or loss of hydrogen or loss of electron takes place is called oxidation reaction. For example, magnesium is reacting with oxygen. It forms magnesium oxide, where oxygen is added to magnesium and form magnesium oxide. Here addition of oxygen is takes place. Next, reduction reaction. Reaction in which addition of hydrogen, removal of oxygen or gain of electron takes place is called reduction reaction. For example, copper oxide is reacting with hydrogen. It forms copper and water. Here, reactant to product copper oxide reduces oxygen and form copper. Examples for redox reaction. Before we discussing examples of redox reaction, we have to know the term that what is oxidizing agent and reducing agent. The substance which reduces is called oxidizing agent. The substance which oxidizes is called reducing agent. Example 1. When copper oxide is reacting with hydrogen, it forms copper and water. From reactant to product, copper oxide is reduced to form copper. Here, copper oxide is oxidizing agent and hydrogen is oxidized to form water. Here, hydrogen is reducing agent. Example 2. Hydrogen sulfate is reacting with chlorine. It forms hydrogen chloride and sulfur. From reactant to product, hydrogen sulfate it oxidized to form sulfur. Here hydrogen sulfate is reducing agent and chlorine is reduced to form hydrogen chloride. Here chlorine is oxidizing agent. Thank you.